Hey there guys, Legendary Geek here, and I apparently forgot to clear my inventory. I was just testing different mods before starting. Mods I might use to record different things later on. Anyways, I am Legendary Geek, and today I am reviewing a mod I forgot to download the icon for. Anyways, I've already started recording, so I'm not going to record another one. The name of the mod is called Prodigy Tech. And if I go this way, you can see. See? Prodigy Tech. And for those of you who don't want to go looking up in the dictionary what a prodigy is, pretty much it's someone who's naturally good at something. Like you hear the stories of these 9 or 10-year-old kids that are completing their second or third year in college with straight A's. That is an example of a prodigy. A really bad example, because that's not the least. But yeah. Pretty much, if you get straight A's and you can skip grades in school, then you can consider yourself a prodigy. So, things to say, things to do. Well, this mod does have a lot of blocks, but it as well has a lot of items. Now, the machines that process the ores will detect most modded ores. So I'm assuming, like, not the solder, or solder, I believe it's called. Yeah, it makes circuits, not process ores. That's not a really good example either. How about the explosion furnace? Let's see. 'Cause I have mechanism installed. Let's see, cobblestone to gravel. Raw Zora steel to Azura steel. Chiseled stone to cobblestone. So yeah. Apparently, what it'll take most modded ores. Oh, I mean, it does take mechanism sawdust. Let's see, the incinerator. Huh. I can turn that to ash. How do I make this incinerator? Ooh. That's fairly easy. Well. I'm just trying to find a example that might work. Well, this has ore in the name. It's the ore refinery. See, yep. Mechanism osmium ore. It turns to osmium dust. And here's things from Vulpe's library. I usually say Vupules because I just think that sounds better. And it turns it into their corresponding dusts. And this one even makes some iron dust. More Yeah, it does do the ores. So... And one of the machines is Sawmill. Yeah, right here. It will detect most modded woods too. So let's see if I've got anything installed that it'll take. Yep, the advanced wood. And actually, if you have this installed, that's not bad. If you need the lightwood planks, that is. I still think this should be named lightwood, not wood. Anyways, back to the video. Let's see, wormhole funnel. Transmits hot air to another wormhole funnel. Huh. So I'm assuming that's like the power, like a power cable. Like somehow, if you need to create hot air, you would use that. This seems like it'd be able to pump out. So let's see. Let me get a chest. Here we go. Might help if I had GA's cheat mode on. Let's see which chest goes first. And I need a hopper. And I'll do the coal dust. Little known fact here. If you want to copy something with its NBT tags in Minecraft, what you do is you press and hold shift, or is it control? Yeah, it's control and middle click. So let me get rid of that and put all these here. And that'll start inserting. Set from all inventories. And only turn off with redstone. Said push it on forward. So what? Or does it go to others? Like this? No. Yes, maybe? Was it just taking a while? So now, I'm assuming Oh. So what would happen if I put a chest there? That's where all the stuff would go. So what is it? Directional by where you're looking? Or a block you put it on? Yeah, it's directional by what block you put it on. Okay. So this is sort of like pipes. Just the kind of pipes that are easily configurable. So, I really have no need. I may as well just put a bunch of hoppers, though, just for fun. This isn't my normal world I review, and so everything's fine. So now, back to exploring. Oh, I failed to mention this at the beginning, but it does require a mod called Patchouli. And if you Google Patchouli, just without Minecraft mod, buy it, it'll come up with the flower or mushroom or whatever. You have to make sure that you search for it either on Minecraft Curse Forge or you put Minecraft mod in your Google search. But anyways, this is the guidebook to help guide you through. And it starts you off with just the introduction and getting started. And it shows you how to make the explosion furnace and all. But in case anything is amiss in here, the official Feed the Beast wiki, the one that has Gamepedia, I believe, in the URL, has a full documentation. Also, if something isn't right, just go there and perhaps you'll find your answer better. Also on the project page, there was a link to a Discord that you can ask in if you have trouble. And the two Zora steel items, so the hand bow and the sword, they do support several modded enchantments. For instance, like modded enchantments from COFH Core, which I think is required by Thermal series of mods. And Ender IO and the several of the mods like that. And in case you're thinking of updating to 1.13 and just copying the worlds over, there's gonna be a couple things wrong with that. Of course, like this world, I've traveled a while, and all the chunks I loaded won't be valid. But also, some of the things in the mod is being redone, so for 1.13 you might just want to stray for a new world. Maybe learn how to do the mod in 1.12 in a separate world. And also, but specifically the Energion, I'm not sure how to say that, Arrow Heater will be made, or remade. So, let me see if I can find it. Oh, no. I don't think I can find it. They said the Energion overheater. Or arrow heater. Anyways. Whatever it is. When it'll just be redone. I actually wonder what the crystal thing is for. Apparently nothing. However, it does support Craft Tweaker. So if you're a mod pack owner and you're looking for a new mod that adds machines to add to your pack, and you want but you don't want that many recipes. You just want a pack that has machines. Then you might want to look for this mod. And okay. So the magnetic reassembler reassembles from dust? I'm assuming, because tiny pile of iron dust goes to iron nugget, and emerald goes to emerald. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So actually, depending on how you get the different dusts, and mechanism might yield you more ingots. Apparently, the sugar cube is good for quick getaways. And all it requires is sugar in the magnetic reassembler. Wow. So this also seems like it would be good for, like, if you want a PvP mod pack that you just have to work towards the really good PvP. With, like, it'd be paired well with something like ICBM. Just carry a bunch of sugar cubes on you while you have your laser detonator thing. And you run over to your enemy's base while eating the sugar cubes. And then you shoot the laser thing to get the position. And that is an idea for mod pack owners that are looking to make PvP packs. Pair this with ICBM mod. Okay, let's see what some of these other machines are. Oh, that's the magnetic reassembler I just looked at. That's the ore refinery. Okay. Primordialis reactor. Air temperature. Output air temperature. Let's see what the recipes are. Potato. 2 primordium. Cactus. 2 primordium. Netherwort. Is it just anything that can be grown? Yes. It looks like anything that can be grown. Because there's pumpkins, mushrooms, beetroots. There's all the seeds, sugarcane stuff. There's saplings. Let's see, what is this primordium used for? I wonder what the ash is used for. I'll see what that is in a second. Let's see, the atomic reshaper. So, you can get a Zora sapling with 50 primordium units. I'm assuming one primordium makes 10 units. So any sapling plus 5 primordium equals a Zora sapling. And you can get iron, you can get all the ores by just putting in anything that counts as stone and 2 primordium. So here's a randomized ore farm right here. The atomic reshaper. You just keep pumping the like if you have a wheat farm, all those wheat seeds. You just pump them into the thing that makes the primordium. And then pump the primordium into the atomic reshaper. You just make a ton of stone. And then you have whatever ore pops out. You pump it out into a block breaker. Or a block placer. And the block placer can then have the block broken by a breaker. Just because some ores give the gem or whatever, like diamonds and emeralds. Let's see, Zora altar. Okay, let's see what this is used for. Because altars usually equal magic. It seriously cannot be used for anything. Or does it just not have JEI support? Okay, so ash in the incinerator can make ash. To be honest, I expected 2 or 3 ash to make coal dust or something. I did not expect ash to make ash. Okay, so you can make Tataric Stoker, which is a secondary fuel for the arrow heater. You can make Inferno fuel and ash bricks. And of course, ash bricks turn into ash. A good way to get rid of bricks if you have too much. Let's see, is particle board used for anything except ash? You can use it in place of planks. And you get particle board by doing a slime ball with sawdust. Depending on how easy it is to get sawdust. It depends on how it actually goes. So yeah. Apparently it's interchangeable planks for the board. Add in a couple more variations, like make a brick form of it, and adding chisel support might be an idea. Like make a few forms of the ash bricks and the particle board and all that, and then make chisel support. Let's see. Yeah, more decorative things are coming to the 1.13 version. Just, I wouldn't expect it soon because the 1.13 is kind of messed up with mods. Let's see. What's the air funnel do? Transmits hot air. And there's the Dispersing Extractor. And so what? Is the Dispersing Extractor just like this, except it pushes to all sides and only exits to the one side that you place it on? Is it the reverse version of this? And what is this? The linear extractor. Oh, so literally what I did down here was inefficient. You would only use this for corners. Let's see, dispersing extractor. No, linear extractor. Let me get another hopper. And see if it'll pump in some more. Because if the linear extractor is cheaper, I mean, it could be cheaper than most pipes. You have to use it to make the extractors anyway, along with the gear. And of course, the incinerator to make ash. Why does everything have to be turned into ash, by the way? I mean, I know. Yeah, but I mean, some things won't make ash. Some things, when burned, will only make their counterparts. And some things can't even be melted down. So yeah, linear extractor is pretty much a hopper shape, just everything is the ceramic ingots, which is made in the magnetic reassembler through the ceramic dust, which you can get from the rotary grinder, or the tiny piles. No. The tiny piles you can get from the rotary grinder, grinding down the other stuff. From the ingot or the block? The block, you have to get it from the ingot. But you still have to smelt the dust. Oh, the explosion furnace. Yes. So, pretty much it's a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 iron to 1 ferromech, but you can only do it in batches of 4 or 16. But my question is, why clay? Unless, since it's an explosion furnace, when it explodes, the iron melts with the clay to make a slightly more malleable version, which is why you get the ferromech. Now that would make sense. Well, apparently it also takes vanilla tweaks enchantments. The ferromech thing. But anyway, I am now 2 minutes over my half-hour limit I set. And anything I didn't cover, you can explore for yourself. I mean, I know it's a work in progress, but I mean, I would add more recipes. And I mean, you have the crystal cutter. So I would suggest maybe for the recipe for the ferromech, keep it the same in the explosion furnace. I would just change the clay to something else. Because the crystal cutter, all you have to do is add a crystal and some of the crystal dust. And maybe a block of the crystal. Because the crystals, you could put the block together for the 16, or you can grind it down for the 4. You would just have to make sure that the crystal cutter, at least you can make an not so automatic version, and that would give some recipes for it. But like I said, it might just not have JEI support. Just like the incinerator, I mean, I can see how I make it, but I can't see everything can be turned into ash. I'm just gonna assume everything you put in can be turned to ash. Oh no, let's see. Hopper can be turned into ash. Minecart with hopper can be turned into ash. Grass block can be turned into ash. I mean, you can't turn dirt to ash. Dirt is pretty much the final form you can grind down to. I mean, yeah, you can make piles of dirt, but still, that's dirt. It's probably just to make everything instead of listing each individual recipe. So yeah,